What up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're showing Casey more Seinfeld and this is the Abstinence.
The Abstinence? Well, I mean, I know what that means.
Yeah. Well, let's say this. Who do you think is going abstinent?
George? Maybe George.
Maybe George. We'll see. I mean, I know, but she'll see. But if you want to be ahead of our YouTube posting schedule or have access to our full-length reactions to Seinfeld where you take a copy of your episode and sync it up with us and watch it from beginning to end with no cuts, you can do so by checking out our Patreon and the link is down below.
Maybe you and Kramer are flying over the Andes. Plane crashes. Who are you going to eat to survive?
That was a real thing.
Kramer.
So fast? What about me?
No.
Kramer's so stringy. I'm plump. Juicy.
Kramer's got more muscle, higher protein content. It's better for you.
George, I can't have sex.
That was like so zoomed into her face.
I went to the doctor today. I have mono.
You're contagious, right?
I mean, yeah, but you don't have to kiss to have sex.
I know, but they're like this far apart from each other.
I'm dating a doctor, and I like it.
Hello?
Jerry.
Oh, hi, Katie.
Listen, something just came up for Tuesday at the Dayton Civic Center.
Hey, it's the girl from, or the mom from that 70s show.
Tuesday's no good. I'm doing career day at my old junior high.
Okay, Jerry, that's fine.
Why does she still look the same? Good for her.
Jerry. Unfortunately, Mr. Amiri from the Bronx Zoo,
The guy with the lizard.
They don't care about comedians.
he started feeding it crickets, and the children just love him. We're out of time. Can you come back tomorrow?
I'm getting bumped.
Look, it's a show.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
So do most doctors like ER, or do you guys just think it's fake?
I couldn't tell you. You know, I'm not really a doctor.
Like the show?
Saul Goodman?
Oh my gosh, it is. That's so crazy. He's so young.
Seriously, and I went to medical school, but I still have to pass my licensing exam.
You're pre-doctor.
I've taken it 3 times. I almost passed the last one.
Like in My Cousin Vinny.
6 times the charm.
Can I introduce you as doctor?
Yeah.
All right. That's all I wanted to know.
She just wants the status.
Mono.
Whoa. I mean, I feel like you shouldn't even be sitting that close to each other at this
I don't
point.
know how contagious it is. I mean, I think,
I'm
but
pretty
also
sure
I'm not
it
sure.
is.
I think you have to actually kiss.
I don't know. I remember people getting it in my high school and everybody freaking out.
Oh, come on. Hey, take it outside.
They kick you out too?
Yeah, kick this all out.
Oh, he's gonna think this is like discrimination.
Here for a graham cracker?
No, let's just do it. What? What is going on? What is that about?
Fire drill.
Oh, man.
You never get your opportunity.
But I was promised the slot.
So, slot?
Jerry.
Get in line.
Fire drill. You believe that?
It was Pericles.
He's good at this.
They bump you in junior high. The next thing you know, you're being bumped in high schools, colleges, trade schools.
Wow.
What is tungsten or wolfram?
We were looking for what is tungsten or wolfram.
Maybe you should go on that show.
Just lately, I've been thinking a lot clearer. Like this afternoon with this chick in Kiev.
You're no longer preoccupied with sex, so your mind is able to focus.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, let's say this is your brain.
The lettuce.
Consists of 2 parts. The intellect, represented here, and the part obsessed with sex. This previously useless lump is now functioning for the first time in its existence.
He's unlocked 100% of his brain.
I just remembered where I left my retainer in 2nd grade.
Wow.
I met some people smoking on the street, so I invited them up to my apartment to smoke. Just because a person's a smoker, that doesn't mean he's not a human being.
I knew it. I didn't even remember this element, but I knew where it was going.
Well, you can confine them, you can punish them, you can cram them into the corner, but they're not going away, Jerry.
Is this like when they stopped allowing a lot of smoking in restaurants?
I don't know, because I remember even when I was a kid in the early 2000s, they would still have like at IHOP, like a smoking section and a non-smoking section.
I remember that too.
Rick is a periodontist.
Oh,
He
shit.
does Giuliani's gum.
Ooh.
Rudy Giuliani?
Well, this is my boyfriend, Dr. Ben Gelfin.
Oh, well, I'm an intern.
Hey,
No!
kidding, Ben. He's a very
Oh my gosh.
Carlito's just passed
Oh no!
What? There's a doctor right here.
Oh my gosh. Elaine!
Please tell him
What about
to
the
do.
periodontist?
What? Shouldn't he elevate his legs?
Oh my gosh.
Elevate your
Even
legs.
she knew. It's fine, because he was meant to be an attorney.
I mean,
George is sitting over there and it's weird. Why are they not in their booth?
It's wrong. Because he's sweaty! So he's in a different booth, lots of books.
Of course. Absolute zero.
What? What is with all these books?
I stopped having sex.
The straight face.
I got you an assembly.
Out of school still?
2 hours in front of the entire
2?
junior high. Grade 6 through 8.
Oh, wow.
6th grade, 7th
I
grade.
understand.
2 hours? What is he gonna say for 2 hours?
It is already in the school paper. They canceled Rick James.
Rick James?
What is your answer to number 74?
She's helping him.
Metabolic acidosis.
No,
He really wants to be with a doctor?
not metabolic acidosis. Duh.
Oh man, I'm never gonna pass this thing.
Oh, yes, you are. We'll just stop having sex.
Like George.
It's not about muscle.
Wow.
Simple physics.
Derek Jeter.
Wow. He's really unlocked 100% of his brain.
So if you like to tell jokes and you love to make people laugh, stand-up comedy may be the career for you.
How long is this?
It'd be like 15 minutes.
9 minutes.
I said more.
How am I going to fill 2 hours?
I could take an hour off your hands. Give the kids the chance to see a real live Yankee.
Oh.
Yes, I beg your order, please.
Excuse me, darling. Do I detect a Portuguese accent?
Team.
Das cafés.
Oh, George, who are you? This is like the best thing that's ever happened to you.
Obrigada, senhor.
No, don't mention it.
How come he's getting so smart? I stopped having sex with Ben 3 days ago, and I don't know no Portuguese. The last couple of days, my mind has been kind of, you know...
It's like the opposite effect for Elaine. She's like spacing out.
What happened to your face? It looks like an old catcher's mitt.
Oh, is it because of like all the friggin' smoke?
Like I couldn't tell a difference.
Face is all craggly.
Oh, they added extra makeup.
It's from all that smoke. You've experienced a lifetime of smoking in 72 hours.
Jerry, you know, my face is my livelihood.
Yeah, his teeth are yellowy.
What even is your livelihood?
Look away, I'm hideous.
So the hospital called. Turns out some stupid intern screwed up my test. I never had mono.
Oh! Was the intern Elaine's boyfriend?
I told her I would have to think about it.
Whoa! He's an intellectual now.
He's wearing a vest.
Perhaps I can better serve the world this way.
You mean not subjecting women to your sexual advances?
A simple joke from a simple man. There was a pretty good chance I was never gonna have sex again anyway.
So you ready for the assembly tomorrow? You know what you're going to say about the Yankees?
Oh, sports are so pedestrian. I prepared some science experiments that will illuminate the mind and
Whoa.
dazzle the eye.
I wrote a 20-minute bit about how homework stinks.
Whoa, that's crazy. She's just like staring at him. She's like regressed emotionally and mentally.
You got 11 minutes.
Whoa, is that an advance? Elaine!
Why so specific?
I want to clear my head. It has nothing to do with you. You could read the paper through the whole thing if you want.
He considered it.
I'm sorry, this is too weird.
You're in a relationship.
All right.
What about your boyfriend?
Is Kramer home?
Oh my gosh!
In early Euclidean geometry,
George, I have to have sex.
I used to share that very same outlook. But now I have so many things to occupy my mind. The atom.
Goodbye, George. I hate you.
Oh my
gosh.
Whoa. He held out for you, and then, you know?
That's kind of a bitchy fucking thing to say, to be honest.
You-
Oh no, don't fucking have sex with her before you have to give your speech.
The tobacco company has turned this beautiful specimen into a horrible, twisted freak.
Who could love me?
I disagree. In fact, I feel Mr. Kramer projects a rugged masculinity. You'll have our offer by tomorrow. Good day, gentlemen.
Yeah, bye-bye. Jackie, you did it. We're rich.
You better believe it.
Congratulations, you passed.
Oh.
I don't think we should see each other anymore.
Whoa.
But I sacrificed and supported you while you struggled. What about my dream of dating a doctor?
I always knew that after I became a doctor, I would dump whoever I was with and find someone better. That's the dream of becoming a doctor.
Oh my gosh.
Look, are we gonna have sex or not?
Where have you been? You know you're on next.
I got lost on the way home.
Got lost?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he did it.
What are these?
Oh my gosh.
Listen to your leader.
Everything just went whoop.
Oh my God, you had sex!
Calculated my odds of ever getting together with a Portuguese waitress. Mathematically, I had to do it, Jerry. I'm not going on.
Then what'd you come down here for?
Tell you about the Portuguese waitress.
Oh my God. Well, George is back.
What's the deal with homework? You're not working on your home?
The booze. We haven't seen him do stand-up in a long time.
Mrs. Wilkie from the tobacco company called me. She made an offer. I took it.
What was it?
Then what do we get?
Check it out.
What? To make him the face of it?
This is the most public yet of my many humiliations.
Oh my God.
Canceled? But I was supposed to be on tomorrow night.
Yeah, but then, you know,
Letterman?
telling me about that little flap out there at the junior high school assembly. You were bumped by a lizard?
It did matter. So I was right. It was George.
Yeah, and Elaine.
Yeah.
And there was a juxtaposition here. Whereas it had a positive effect on George, it had a negative effect on Elaine.
And then right afterwards, George just literally went right back to his old self and forgot everything he learned.
He was like, what was he reading? Like encyclopedias or what? He's like the atoms.
Math, sciences.
You know, with this episode, I obviously remembered like the whole Elaine and George thing. I had forgotten the Kramer aspect in here and like the smoking and whatnot. That was like a fun little element. And also Jerry getting like bumped for like the school. And he was like, I can't lose a spot.
I liked when he went out and he started doing his bit and then it was like, boo.
And then he got the second time he got interrupted by like a fire drill or something like that. Funny story, this is something I thought of, but I didn't want to like disrupt it and bother Casey from like keeping up with the episode. But just as a fun little anecdote about my life, when I was in elementary school, there was a substitute teacher we had, and there was an alarm that went off, and the substitute thought that it was a fire drill. So she took us outside. And there was no other students. If anybody remembers, like you follow single file, like how Jerry did in here, you go outside and whatnot, waiting like in like the near the playground area or whatever the case may be. But it was a tornado drill, not a fire drill. So the substitute teacher would have taken all the elementary school kids outside.
Like if it would have been real. Oh my God.
I mean, I would assume that, you know, if there was an actual tornado.
Yeah, hopefully they would have figured it out before they went outside.
It was also cool to see a couple of the cameos in here. I did not remember Bob Odenkirk being in the series at all. But, you know, we saw Bryan Cranston earlier. Bryan Cranston, she's only seen one episode with him in there, but he had a reoccurring role as well. And then also the mom from That 70s Show.
It was cool, though, to see Jerry do stand-up comedy again because we haven't seen him doing his little opening with the stand-up comedy at all.
I noticed that starting this season.
Yeah.
I think that's when we lost Larry David. That sounds like morbid. Like, we didn't lose Larry David, but like, you know, when Larry David left the show, it kind of transitioned. It just has like, instead of like the stand-up opening, now it usually has like, you know, the same tune and they're usually in the middle of something. Like they were on the street here. But that's something when I was watching it when I was younger, like I didn't know what was what and what came chronologically, so I didn't even remember that at any point there were episodes that didn't start with the stand-up. So this has kind of been interesting for me, but now as an adult and paying attention, I could actually say like, okay, that's just like a subtle change after Larry David left. But like I said before the episode, if you want to be ahead of our YouTube posting schedule or have access to our full-length reactions to Seinfeld, where you take a copy of your episode and sync it up with us and watch it from beginning to end with no cuts, you can do so by checking out our Patreon, and the link is down below.